Hey guys, JawsTheSharkReviews here, and today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes Voyager class Byte. So here he is in his robotic shark alt mode. And yeah, anyways, now before we take a look at Byte himself, let's take a look at his packaging. So here it is, and yeah, it's your typical Age of the Primes Voyager box, but you know, it's all Byte themed, and I love Byte, so yeah. So let's get a look. So starting off right here, it shows 28 steps, and what's different, we saw this recently on my review of the Cyber World little Cyber Changer Byte. It's this right here. You can see an icon of a shark, a great white shark, right there. You can see up close. And yeah, here we got art of Byte in robot mode and in shark mode. Got this at the bottom. Here's this on the side right here, and here's the other side. Here's the top and the bottom, and finally here's the back. You can see Byte, 20 steps, all this here at the bottom. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. So yeah, let's bring Byte right back onto the table right here. So yeah, and this is one I was highly anticipating for, because they, you know, when the leaks came out, you know, there's gonna be a brand new Byte. I was so hyped because up until just like, I think I got this guy like a month ago. Like the only Byte I ever had was the one from Cyberverse, the one I reviewed many years ago. And so it's like, okay, that's nice, but I want a proper, you know, more adult collector friendly Byte. And now in 2025, Hasbro's finally given us an update, because, well, there's the original from like the early 2000s, and then there's then they did one in Thrilling 30 back in like 2013-14. I wasn't really collecting Transformers at that time. I was like a year or two before, then I kind of stopped, and then I got back a few years later. So yeah, but now we got one that blows pretty much every other Byte out of the water, no pun intended. But yeah, anyways, so start off, let's get a close-up look here at him in his great white mode, and I think he looks fantastic. I mean, you could already picture him, you know, singing the old song, who's the mass shark in town, who's the bass shark in town, Byte, that's me. It went something like that. I don't know. It's been a while since I watched the RD 2001 cartoon, anime, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, here's the other side. You can see it's a bit asymmetrical because you know, that's just how he was on the show. But I think it's pretty cool. You got all these like pistons in here, and I think it's really cool. And here's the bottom. You know, not the prettiest part. You know, you can tell those are robot legs, and that's the torso. But you know, elsewhere he looks pretty good. Here's the tail. Yeah, not too shabby. I actually really dig this shark mode. But yeah. Now, anyways, for articulation, his jaw went a little too far. But his head can move up and down. Can move about down that much, I'd say. Yeah, I guess like up to there. And as you can clearly see here, he does have jaw movement, so you can move it around however much you like. That's as far open as it can go, which is perfect enough for a shark. So yeah, so you get a big old bite on my index finger, or more specifically an Autobot or a Maximal, whomever. Wait, does it show the faction for him on this? Okay, it does as a Decepticon, because in the RD 2001 show, it was like the Autobots versus the Predacons, so I think there were some Decepticons. Like, I think it was like the weird Bruticus combiner. I think that was a Decepticon. But overall, the villains were Predacons in that one, despite the heroes being Autobots mostly. Yeah, anyways, back to this. As you can see right in here, he does have two kind of ports in here, you know, little slivers, slits, whatever you want to call them. And if you're wondering what that's for, well, you probably saw in the packaging, but let's go over right here. So his one accessory, well, technically he has two others, that being his fins, but those we'll see those later on. But the one that's, you know, the only real one he has here for shark mode is this right here. It's like a double-barreled cannon of some kind. It's made in a goldish looking plastic, not gold plastic per se, but yeah, so here it is right here, and this was the thing he did on the show, so you could just clip this right in, and now he's got a weapon in his mouth. That's something I don't think I've ever said in the channel before. A weapon in his mouth, not in his hand, not on his legs and his arms. No, in his mouth. That's I don't know the next time I'm gonna say that again, but that's hilarious. So yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't finish up posability. So yeah, his fins can move around a full 360 degrees. His tail, you know, he can wag it around, so he can go swimming looking for his prey. And yeah, and then like the tip of the tail, I guess you'd say, does rotate, and the little claws do move. So yeah, pretty cool. I mean, it's mostly a thing for robot mode, but still really nice. You know, he's still got plenty of posability, and I dig that. And yeah, so anyways, now for the alt mode size comparisons. Yeah, here he is with the Cyberverse Byte. Obviously, two different designs. You know, I liked what they did in Cyberverse, but this one will always be king. You know, because it's got all that. You know, this one's all simplistic, but this one's got all the rough detail. I mean, they're made for two completely different demographics. Like, I'm not even sure if this design's fully accurate to how you appear in the show, the Cyberverse show, but still, it's Byte. It's Byte. I don't care. You know, two apples from the same tree in my book. And here is with the one I recently reviewed, the Cyber World Byte. And this one definitely blows this one out of the water, because I mean, this one's that. But yeah. And last but not least, here he is with another recent RD 2001 character that Hasbro's done. Here he is with Cyburn. So you can see that right there. And I think they've done a few others, like they did Scourge, and then they have that HasLab Optimus and Ultra Magnus. Although because they don't scale well and they're engineered much differently, I'm not sure if they really count. Hopefully someday we'll get those two in more of a retail release friendly release, but we'll see. Time will tell. But yeah, anyways, so now for the transformation. And I apologize if my voice doesn't sound quite right. I don't know. It is something's wrong with my throat, so I sound a little off. But hopefully, in no time it should sound better. But anyway, so you want to start off by removing his little fins here. And yeah, I know he's a parts former, but you know, it's kind of expected. So yeah, now then what you want to do is you want to get the jaw open like that, and then bring up the main shark head, and at the same time just open up all of this right here, bring that down, and then you just want to, this will budge, I'm trying to get the legs out. I don't know if you do that yet, but then after that you just want to split open this right here, and you can see his face now. And yeah, so then after that you just want to bring, I'm trying to get the legs, I think I just need to separate them. So yeah, you just want to separate the feet / the jaw right here. It's not going to, but it's worth a try, you know. Alright, well in the meantime, let me just move on to right here. So yeah, so then you just want to flip up these like golden pieces right here, and then just flip in the thumb if you want, the thumb claw. And then after that, just split apart the tail into both of his arms. So then you just want to bring those down, and notice they're like on these sort of pin joints right here. You just want to, when you transform, you just want to have it aligned like this, I think. But it doesn't matter when, well, it kind of does matter when you're doing in robot mode, because now you just want to bring, excuse me, this one up and then this one down. Yeah, I know, my voice, hey, I don't know what's going on with my voice. It just for some reason I just got like a little tickle, sore throat, and then it's like I just lose my voice really easily. I don't know what's going on. If you guys know, just comment down below, please. But yeah, so anyways, then just flip out his hand, then rotate around the arm, and just do the same thing right here. Well, not really the same thing right here, but yeah. So then just bring this down. And then, after that, you could just bring the legs forward, and hopefully now you should be able to split the legs. There we go. So after that, just bring up the knees, right here and there. And there we go. So we got that right there. And then next, just bring up, oops, not that. Just want to bring this up, and you'll see this tab right here will go in that slot, and that should connect. If it doesn't connect, I don't know what's going on, but there you go. Oh yeah, you just want to make sure this back piece is down. So yeah, then after that, just close all of this up. I think. Here, it's been a little while since I messed with this guy, so let me just make sure I'm transforming him correctly. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, no, I haven't actually touched this guy in quite a while, like a few weeks, so I just kind of forgot what to do, but no worries. So yeah, you just want to kind of bring the shark head up like right here, and then you just want to have the if you see right here, it's kind of hard to see, I'm trying to reposition it. Yeah, right there, there's a slot right there, and then there's a tab right here, as you can see. So you just want to make sure this all aligns properly, and then you just want to push in these right here. It's a little impossible to line up, but it'll do, don't worry. There you go. You can push the shark head down if you want, or just kind of leave it up. And yeah, so then after that, zoom out a little here. Yeah, then just move the shoulder pieces down like this, and I just want you guys to know that these do come disassembled in the packaging, so don't get too worried if you don't see them, you know. But yeah, and then after that, just strain them all out, and I believe we got a robot right here. So yeah, so once you guys get that all complete, there you guys have the one, the only Byte in his robot mode, and I think he looks great. You know, this is definitely one of my favorite figures to come out from Age of the Primes thus far, because I mean he's just a character who's needed a really good figure, just in general. I mean, we haven't gotten one for the adult collectors, at least officially, since like 2013-14, and you know, and that one wasn't perfect. I mean, I've never owned it, you know, so I can't really say for sure, but I recall when looking at comparisons with this guy, like, you know, with that one, you know, these two together, this one easily is the best looking, at least, you know. But yeah, so anyways, let's get a close-up look right here at the head sculpts, and yeah, I think it looks fantastic. You could definitely hear the late voice actor's voice coming out. I forgot his name, I'm sorry, but I know he's passed on, unfortunately, but I think so, yeah. But yeah, you can really hear his voice in there, you know, Byte, something like that. Not quite the same level, but yeah, here's the side. I like how he's got like a big shark fin on his head. That's pretty cool. I like the silver that they chose right here. Yeah, it looks fantastic. Here's the torso. It's a little hard to see. Great detailing right there. Continues the asymmetrical look right there. Yeah. That's cool details. Here's the feet. They even add a little stuff here too. Impressive. And then yeah, here's the shoulder pads. We saw those as part of his main body before in shark mode, but yeah. The only complaint kind of is the kibble, you know, it's kind of hangs out there a bit. I don't think that tabbed in all the way. There you go. Not much different. Yeah. And yeah, there's little gaps, but it's not too bad. They kind of filled in with this little hinge joint, so. So I mean, hey, wait, what can you do? And yeah, so that's pretty much it right there for that. So yeah, let's get right down to the articulation. So, head's on the ball joint, so you can move it side to side. Head can only look up this far, can look down that far. The shoulders can go outwards that much, and then, you know, it will untab right here if you go any further. And then yeah, you get a full 360 degree rotation right there. Bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, and he does actually have a wrist swivel. It doesn't look like he does, but he does. So you got that, and you got, of course, you got the swinging movement from the transformation. So yeah, lots of good stuff there. Now let me just show off this arm since it's slightly different. So it's about the same up until the wrist. So you do get a wrist swivel here too. We basically kind of saw this already in alt mode, but yeah. His thumb can move, and so can his big blue claw, at least right here. These gold ones, I guess if you wanted to, you could always just have it his hand like this, but it's technically supposed to look like a hand. Let me just double check. Wait, hold on a minute. I just realized I screwed up. Whoops. Okay, so in shark mode, you're supposed to have, I forgot if I had it like this. Oh, whoops. Yeah, now there goes all the comments bombing all over my comment section because, yeah, so apparently in shark mode, it's gotta be like this, and in robot mode, it's gotta be like this. So, yeah, I screw up big time there. I apologize. I'm trying to remember, did I have it like this, or did I have it like this? I forgot. I mean, either one looks fine enough, because you know what threw me off? It's because this one has it like this, and so does this, so I'm all confused here, but yeah, no. So retroactively, this is how it was supposed to look, or how it's supposed to look here in robot mode, and then this is how it was supposed to look in shark mode. But no, I screwed up big time. I apologize. I'm human, you know. I'm already going through enough. My voice is like I'm just losing my voice here. I got a little cough. Like I don't know what's going on. So cut me some slack, please. So but yeah, but you do get movement in there. Yeah, and his legs do kick up this far and back that far, and then they do kick outwards this much. And yeah, there's a swivel right here. So yeah, let's see. Then he does have bend at the knee, a real nice one. Ankles do pivot, and let me see. Do the feet swivel? No, they don't. But you get ankle pivot at least, and you can move the toes and heel spurs. Well, you can't move the heel spur actually because this is all one piece. Oops, sorry. This is all one piece right here. Sorry if it kind of dipped down. Yeah, it's one piece, so you can't do anything about it. But yeah, I mean, hey, it's still pretty good articulation, you know, despite all the junk all over him, you know. Yeah. So anyways, now for the accessories, let's see, here it is. So, you know, you got his little gun thing right here, so you can hold that, in his, at least his right hand, you can't hold it in the left. So you got that, or if you just remove this, you can bring back his little fins right here. So what you can do is you can place this one right in the bottom. It doesn't matter which one goes where. I mean, I forgot which one was which from when I started the review, but yeah, you can just put one of them right down here, and you can put the other one right on top. And there you go. So now you kind of have this thing going on right here. It's interesting. It's okay. Nothing to write home about, but it's still there. Yeah, so there's that. You could always store if you want, like on the back, but I'll just leave that in his hand for now. So yeah, now let me just get them all straightened out right here. And come on, work with me. Alright, there we go. Okay, so anyways, now for the robot mode size comparisons. Here he is with his Cyberverse counterpart, this little guy. It's not going straight. Okay, that should do it, maybe. So there you have that. Here he is with his Cyber World counterpart. Oh, sorry, bouncing this guy. Oh, there's that. And last but not least, here he is with Sideburn from Legacy United. So yeah, there you guys have the robot mode size comparisons. And there you guys have my review for the Transformers Age of the Primes Voyager class Byte. And yeah, overall, great figure. I mean, he's awesome. You know, I've seen him on the shelves a little bit sometimes, not really shelf warming, but you know, just kind of sitting there. But guys, please pick this guy up. Don't hesitate. He's fantastic. I mean, unless you have no connection to the RD cartoon, I'll just screw it. Please get him. He's great. You know, I mean, is he the greatest figure ever picked up? Oh yeah, definitely not. You know, I mean, there's some better figures, but honestly, this has got to be like probably one of my all-time favorite Voyagers now, because I mean, you know, the paint is awesome. You know, even the unpainted areas look great, like the blue. You know, I really like the shade of blue they used. I like how it's has a little bit of a shine to it. You know, and the torso looks great. And let's talk about that shark mode, man. I mean, you know, just it's you can tell it's a robot, but still you can see pistons coming out and all this stuff. I mean, and he's just fantastic. I really adore this figure. So if you can, please pick him up, because he's great. You know, I want to see more. I mean, I guess I think we got good enough Byte for now. I mean, honestly, what even is enough Byte, you know, or what I should be saying is, what is too much Byte, you know? I mean, we got tons of Bumblebee, and only very few people have gotten sick of it. Come on, let's get more Byte here. But no, hopefully, you know, if more people get this guy, you know, maybe we'll get more RD01 stuff, you know, like hopefully we'll get a regular retail release of Prime and Ultra Magnus, and just more characters, you know. But yeah, but great figure overall. Do I need to say any more? But yeah, so anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So anyways, guys, as always, till all, R1.